Hello and welcome everybody to another draft video. I am Paul Cheon and today we are doing another flashback draft. We are doing a Dominaria United draft. I just cannot get enough. I've been having so much fun drafting this format and I know everybody's a little bit sick of Bloomburrow, so I'm going to try this one more time as it is my last day to try and draft Dominaria United. Maybe we can end up drafting the Wingmantle Chaplain deck, or maybe we can perhaps end up drafting the spell deck with a bunch of Tellurian Terrors. We shall see. Now, before I head into this draft, I did want to say this video is brought to you by tcgplayer.com. Go to tcgplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to purchase any singles, make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before you do any shopping. Additionally, this video is brought to you by heavyplay.com. Go to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. If you want playmats, sleeves, deck boxes, dice boxes, you name it, they got it. Check them out. Heavyplay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order. All right, so as this draft fills, I did want to say, man, I'm a little bit rattled right now. I'm a little frazzled. Right after I dropped off my son, I did get into a car accident. Somebody hit me while I was in a roundabout, had waited like an hour to kind of resolve all of that stuff. And I was like, all right, I'm good. Gonna run my errands, come back, record my video. Then I just see one of the worst accidents I've ever seen. There was a lady going 40 miles per hour through a red light and just boom, got smashed by a BMW. What are the chances, right? Two accidents in a 1 hour span, one that I'm a part of and one that I just literally witnessed. I was literally the car at the front of the light seeing all of this happen. It was kind of crazy. So I'm a little shaky right now, but the show must go on. I think we deserve a Wingmantle Chaplain. All right. None of these are Wingmantle Chaplains. I'm pretty sad. Wow, this pack is kind of unfortunate. Like, the rares, whatever. Queen, she's really hard to cast, so I'm not really a big fan of Queen Elenol. There's a Tail Swipe, which I like a decent amount as a trick, and I think it's probably the pick. This is one of the worst packs I've seen. I think Tail Swipe might be the only card I'm reasonably happy first picking out of this pack. So let's take that here. I still have to be reasonable. Despite me wanting to draft certain archetypes, you can only draft what the packs give you. All right, moving into pick number 2, we have a few options here now. We have a few options. As far as removal goes, we have both Bite Down and Extinguish the Light, both of which are premium removal spells. And then we have Frost Fist Strider as a solid top-end creature. I do think I favor the removal spells here over the creature. So the question is, do I want to go with something like Bite Down to stay on color, or do I take Extinguish the Light? I think Extinguish the Light's enough better. I'm just going to take what I feel to be the best card in this pack and then see what the rest of the packs provide for us. All right, moving into pack number 3, we have Combat Research, which is always very, very exciting. If you can put this on a flyer, it's really nice. A lot of good removal in this format, though, so this sometimes ends up not being that great. And there's Phyrexian Rager. Everything else looks pretty mediocre here, too, so I might just be a Rager here. Just a nice little value creature, and yeah, very, very weak start so far, I'm going to say. Not seeing a ton of green here. So now we have this pack with black cards are pretty underwhelming. There's an Argivian Cavalier, which I think is one of the better commons in the set. It's the best common that we see here so far. And then there's a Zar Ojanin, if I wanted to maybe move into kind of the domain sphere. So that's kind of what I'm considering. Well, I haven't done the black-white thing, and I think Cavalier 4th pick could be a sign that white might be open. So why don't we take the Cavalier and kind of see where things go. Moving on to this pack, this is another fairly weak pack. There's a Shield Wall Sentinel, but I don't like just taking Shield Wall Sentinels before I actually get my Wingmantle Chaplain. There's a Griffin Protector, which could be decent in black-white because you're putting a lot of creatures in play. And then there's Temporary Lockdown, but I don't think this card's particularly good. I don't know, this pack's kind of weak. All right, you know what? I'm gonna just keep my dreams alive. I'm gonna keep my dream alive here, and I'm just gonna take this Shield Wall Sentinel and see what happens. All right, here I'll take the actual Griffin Protector. I think it's better than the Acolyte. Green seems to be super dry. Maybe black-white is where we need to be. We shall see. Moving into this pack, there's a Balduvian Atrocity, which is better in black-red. There's also some red cards here, so maybe red-black is something we can shift into, or I can just keep taking black-white cards and take either the Mesa Cavalier or the Charismatic Vanguard. Yeah, I like the Vanguard probably a little more. Black-white tends to go a little bit wider, and if you go wide, then I think having access to just a mana sink is pretty nice there. Here, this is a fairly weak pack in general. Black seems to be dying up. I can take Shadow Prophecy, I guess, or Flowstone Kavu. I think I'm just going to take a Shadow Prophecy, but not clear that I'm going to want to play this card. All right, seeing still a bunch of mediocre red-black cards. There's a Flowstone Kavu or an automatic. I guess I'll take a Flowstone Kavu in case red ends up being more open. Black seems to be drying up as well. What is this draft? I don't actually know. Here we have Coalition Sky Knight versus Juniper Order Rootweaver. I guess if I end up green-white, the Juniper Order Rootweaver could be okay, but yeah, this is a rough draft in general. Has everybody figured out this format already? Is that what's happening? Like, why? Like, these packs have just been horrendous. Okay, I mean, that is a decent card. Are we supposed to be Boros? But we didn't see any. Oh my gosh, never mind. Best rare of the set. Best rare in the entire set. There's also a Phyrexian Missionary, which would be really nice to table, especially if we end up in black-white. But best rare of the set. Hands down, Sheoldred. We may not have been black in the past, but we are definitely black now. Let's take it and black-white, lock it in. Okay. Citizen's Arrest versus Banalish Sleeper is now the pick here for us. There's also Sunlit Marsh, but definitely think I need to take some playables here. I think I prefer the hard removal spell, even though it's hard to cast. So I will take the Citizen's Arrest. Can play this still, probably. There's another Citizen's Arrest over Eerie Soul Tender, I think. So I'm going to take the removal spell again. But would love to pick up some white-black lands here to be able to cast all these Citizen's Arrests. Here I'll take an Eerie Soul Tender. Nice way to get back Sheoldred. Tatiova, Frostfist Strider are both great. No walls here for the Shield Wall Sentinel. This was a highly speculative pick. Nothing that's black or white. Nothing that... I feel like we took all the black-white cards, but I'll take a Tribute to Urborg. It's still fine as a 2-mana removal spell. Obviously, it's better if you can kick it, but given that we don't have anything to play on turn 2, I think it's still a fine card to play. Now we have the choice between Artillery Blast and Choking Miasma. I think I'm just going to take the Artillery Blast. X is 1 plus the number. So it's 2 mana to deal 3 damage to an attacker, so that's also fine. Need some cheaper things to play. We just have a Sheoldred and a bunch of removal spells right now, which is fine. But would like some more stuff. Ooh, now this is interesting. I really need this Sunlit Marsh, but there's also a Citizen's Arrest. I'm also lacking playables, but man, I have double white cards, double black cards. You know, I'm going to take the Sunlit Marsh. Now that I'm pretty good on removal, I know I'm still a little bit light on playables, but I just think the first Sunlit Marsh has so much value in this deck with double Citizen's Arrest, Sheoldred, and Extinguish the Light that I will take the Sunlit Marsh. And then now I'll take an Argivian Phalanx just as a playable card to go in my deck. Not super happy with it. And wow, the Missionary didn't table along with... I think there was like another card I wanted to table that didn't table. There's a Sheoldred's Restoration. What does this do? Return creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's a Zombify effect. If you kick it, you gain life equal to the card's mana value. Otherwise, you lose that much life. Wow. Okay, so it's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible if you don't pay the kicker. All right, we're getting some fillables. Getting some filler cards here. Yeah, infinite filler. There's a 2-drop. I guess I'm going to take it. It's Ravenman versus Argivian Cavalier. Cavalier might be better, but I have no 2-mana cards. So this could be fine. I think the Cavalier actually is a better card, but we have 5 3-mana effects, lots of things to do on 3, and I'm really desperate for 2s. So I will take the Ravenman here. And it's just a good late game mana sink. Wow, Soul Canar is amazing! Oh, man. But I am so far away from being able to cast that card. Don't really want to take a bear, but I will just take an Eerie Soul Tender here, I think, another one. We do have a couple of powerful rares to get back in the late game, and I do like that more than the Writhing Necromass, I think. Does this do anything? Make Power Stone tokens. Pay any amount of mana. Look at them. No, I'm assuming Karn is terrible. I don't know, but it's interesting. Make a bunch of Power Stone tokens, then my artifacts can deal damage to any target? What am I missing out on? Not much, right? Pay any amount of mana. Look at that many cards from the top of your library. Then put any of those into your hand, and the rest... Okay, I'm gonna take this. Hold on. I gotta still read this card. Hold on. Pay any amount of mana. Look at that many cards. Then put one of those into your hand and the rest on the bottom. Oh, so you can pay mana to like look at cards and get a card? And then you can use the power. Yeah! What's crazy is I've never seen this card. Here, I'll take a Banalish Sleeper. Seems like a very solid creature here. A 2-mana card too if I absolutely need it. Now I'll take the Argivian Cavalier. Wow, now we're seeing Boros cards, Radha's Firebrand, Kilden Strike Team, Tolarian Terror, Essence Scatter, but we'll just take the Cavalier here. I need a 2, but do I want Toxic Abomination? This is a bad 2. There's also an Inscribed Tablet. Oh gosh, this feels horrible, but I'll take it. It's a 2-drop. This is one of the, I mean, to be fair, like I don't even know if this is better or worse than like Juniper Order or whatever. This thing. There's a Linebreaker Baloth, Baird. Oh man. I think I'm gonna actually take a Salvage Mana Worker and play it, just because it helps me fix my white and black mana, and it still counts as a 2-drop. Wow, I guess everybody's forcing walls. I didn't see a single wall. I will take a Mesa Cavalier here as another 3-mana option. Do I take another Salvage Mana Worker over Choking Miasma? This kills all my creatures. God. Why is my deck so bad? Man. I'll take the Samite Herbalist, I guess. What does the Abomination do? When it ETBs, I lose 2 life. I don't think my deck's aggressive enough for that card. Just Salvage Mana Workers as 2-mana 1/3s that don't do anything. Alright, there's also this that I can play with the Mana Workers. I guess that could be a thing, but let's take a look at what our deck looks like right now. The Mana Workers also help with Tribute to Urborg, along with Shadow Prophecy. It's not great and it's not terrible. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Alright, I'm going to need to cut a couple of cards here. I have too many 3s, and I do think the Cavalier is the worst of my 3s. And then I can probably... Vanguard's not terrible with the double Cavaliers, and it gives me something to do in the late game. I can probably cut one of these 2s. Maybe it's just one of the Mana Workers. Alright, we'll do something like this. I'm not super happy with this, but we do have Sheoldred and a Karn. Maybe that'll lead to good things. Alright, we'll try this. Not the most exciting deck, but we have some Mythic rares. Alright, now before this round 1 starts, I did want to say that this video, if you've been enjoying this video, along with all my other videos, my Patreon is one of the better places to support this channel. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support, especially all the people here on this list. Really do appreciate it. Without you, I don't think I could continue making this content. So it really, really helps out a lot. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, along with a host of other benefits depending on your tier. So make sure you check it out. All right, on the play here, certainly keeping this. Sunlit Marsh, Swamp, some 2-drops. Just looks like a normal limited deck. That's what we're doing. We're just playing a normal deck here. Nothing too busted. Format's been out for like a week now, so maybe people have been figuring things out. I don't know. All right, gonna lead with the Sunlit Marsh. Turn 2 Samite Herbalist is nice. Get me a little scry here. Turn 1 Evolve Sleeper. I guess I will block. Well, maybe not. I kind of want the life and the scry. And they're not gonna have this be a 3/3 anytime soon, right? I think they just want to keep leveling this up, so... Which is good for me. Because I get to attack here. And I certainly will keep a swamp on top. All right, so it's a 2-2. I'm going to hope that they attack me. They might want to kill the Herbalist, to be honest. But we shall see what they do. It's kind of weird to like play the Evolved Sleeper and not attack or block. But they are Mythic Ring 293 and they have to be considering Artillery Blast. The nice thing though is if they choose to do nothing, I can just play the Swamp and play the Banalish Sleeper with Kicker. And then the Sleeper dies anyways. Yeah, so this is totally fine. They're like, I'm gonna draw lots of cards. No, you're not. No, you're not. You wish. You wish, good sir. Sure. Okay, Eerie Soul Tender from the opponent. We'll go Argivian Cavalier. I will block with my 1/1. Hurler Cyclops, that's a good one. We will kill that one. I'd rather not enlist because they're going to block anyways. And I don't have that many ways to generate green mana. This is simply just, hey, I need a 2-drop, so I'm playing it. Toxic A-Bomb, wow, okay. They might be interested in a trade here just to keep their life total pretty high. All right, Eerie Soul Tender for us. Sheoldred? Huh? No. We can get back... I guess Cavalier might be the best thing to get back. All right, I'm going to just kill this Battlefly Swarm because it has Death Touch. This thing deals more damage, which is why I'm doing it like this. Sure. Alright, so I can get something back, but not until next turn. Yeah, so the thing that gives me the most value is the Cavalier, just because it's 2 bodies. The Griffin Protector is also a fine thing to consider. What does this do? It gains haste. Okay. Oh, that kills my 1/1 token. That's cute. Yeah. That's value right there. All right, Charismatic Vanguard. Yeah, let's go ahead and play that. I'm just going to use Artillery Blast on the Atrocity. Sure. Boom. All right, so we're kind of like even on resources at this point. This is actually, I'm going to actually wait. The reason being is they can actually get back their Evolved Sleeper and play it this turn. And if that's their play, I'd like to be able to get back the Banalish Sleeper, actually. So the fact that they didn't get anything back this turn is kind of interesting. I thought they would want to get back the Sleeper, but I think they want to be able to play it and get value from it the turn that they cast it. But I'm going to get the Sleeper back just so I can have a way to kill it. All right, another Soul Tender. Sheoldred? Nope. What the? What can they get back? Splatter Goblin? I thought they were going to get back Evolve Sleeper for sure. Okay. I mean, Splatter Goblin just deals 2 damage to me and kills my Soul Tender. Unless they have a Bone Splinters. I guess. Okay, they have a Bone Splinters. Sure. Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's play this first. I might as well play the Banala Sleeper, right, at this point. So, let's play this with Kicker. And sack the 1/1 token. And we're looking pretty good. It's a very grindy matchup here. A lot of back and forth. Definitely just attacking with both my creatures here. What can I get back? Okay. I can get back Charismatic Vanguard or a Rager to just try to find my Sheoldred. I don't want to get back... I think getting back a 2-drop is pretty weak. So I can just wait for more information here, play my land, and just pass. They're at 11 life. They did Scry at the top, so whatever this is very good off the top. Oh no, it's an Urborg Repossession. The absolute worst possible card. It's a Repossession. Repossession is really good. These games are really grindy, as you can see. And oftentimes it comes down to like the last threat standing in a lot of these instances. And they're going to be the one with the last threat standing here, right? They get to play the Balduvian Atrocity, get back their Splatter Goblin again, and then kill my Sleeper. And I'm probably just trying to dig for Sheoldred, to be honest. But this Evolve Sleeper is going to be ridiculous. So, yeah, I guess it's just Phyrexian and Rager. Rager also helps me find a removal spell for the Evolve Sleeper. I had a Karn as well, right? That was like my other good card. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's Sheoldred. What's up? What's up, buddy? Yes. Yes, please. Right on time. So they gotta spend a lot of mana here, and we do have the Citizen's Arrest. They're at least gonna take 2 damage here, and we're going to be able to kill the Evolve Sleeper and then attack with 4/4 with the Sheoldred. So they're gonna be at 9, then they're gonna go to 5, potentially. So things looking great here. Oh, and a Karn. I don't really know what it does, but it'll be fine. I'm gonna make a Power Stone token. Okay, they blocked. Alright, I'm gonna play this Karn now. Come on, random mythics! Let's go, random mythics! They're at 6! Yes! Mythics for the win! I knew it! The rest of my deck might be mediocre, but we have some mythics. We got a Planeswalker and a Mythic Rare. Mythic Legendary. Let's get it done. Alright, opponent going first. We have Sunlit Marsh, a few lands, some 3-drops. Certainly keeping this. You know, honestly, maybe Salvage Mana Worker is just better than the Juniper Order Guard because I have the Shadow Prophecy. Do I have anything else that cares about color types? Oh no, it discounts the basic land types. Never mind. It's not the color types. Never mind. Alright, turn to Banala Sleeper. That's aggressive, so we did draw the Argivian Cavalier, so very, very happy about that. What on earth is happening? They played a Valiant Veteran. Well, I'm still going to play the Argivian Cavalier. Because this does give me a 2-2 here. But if they kill my Cavalier, I guess it's really annoying. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Here's my question. Do I just jam the Sheoldred? Or do I just try to find a way to keep my life total very high? They have 3 cards. I kind of want to just keep my life total really high. Yeah. Like, this is still totally fine. And if they have, like, a Jaya's Tornado or whatever... Captain's Call. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. Well, that changes things. That's a lot of damage. I can either get rid of the Valiant Veteran or get rid of the Valiant Veteran. Let's just get rid of the Valiant Veteran. I'm going to take a bunch of damage from the tokens here. But it's not too bad. Scout the... They're just going so wide. Okay, I feel like I probably just need to go ahead and play the Sheoldred. What do they draft? Like what is this? If they say nice and have a removal spell, like they always have the removal spell if they hit you with the nice, right? Oh, no. They have a second Valiant Veteran plus a removal spell. We'll see. Oh! Okay. The old splashed Scout the Wilderness. Let's get that veteran out of here. Keep this back. The picker is kind of annoying, but what am I going to do? I kind of want to draw some land so I can multi-spell. Heroic Charge. Okay. I'm at 1. Gosh. Alright, they draw a card. They take 2. I go to 3. Alright. Land was good. I want to keep up Artillery Blast, so I think I go Charismatic Vanguard pass. We're at 3 life. Lightning Strike kills us, along with a host of any other type of thing, but at least we have the Artillery Blast. Balduvian Atrocity. Okay. That got hit. What the? King Darien? What? What the hell is this? What? Alright, I guess I have to kill King Darien. I think I'm dead though. That's insane. Wow. Yeah, we're dead. That's absurd. Alright, whatever. They went Balduvian Atrocity to get back the strike team and play King Darien. Like, we were on the cusp of coming back there. But that's like too big of a turn, right? We were even okay with like a combat trick, but that was... I'm not beating King Darien from that spot. Alright, on the play here. 3 drops, Shadow Prophecy, Charismatic Vanguard, totally fine. I mean, maybe I could have played Sheoldred a turn earlier. Maybe I should have just done that. But tough spot overall. All right, no 2-drop here for us, but like I said, we got the Vanguard into the Protector. They might have a Lightning Strike. They have a Lightning Strike. All right. Well, it killed the Vanguard and not the Protector. One way to play around that would have been to just run out the Shadow Prophecy instead, but I think it's important to just play to the board here, particularly against a red-green deck. Yeah, like they're just hitting me for 4 here with this Iconoclast. I think I will take 3 here. And because they're going to hit me for 3, but I get to hit them for 4 next turn, right? With the Cavalier. So I think that's what I'm going to go for, unless they have like a bite down or something. And they're just so likely to have a combat trick when they're Gruul. All right, Viashino Branch Rider. Interesting. That does change things a little bit. Because that's a 3/3 Fire Breather, so I kind of want to have a 3 power creature in play. Maybe I should just do this. And I'm going to just pass, actually, with a bunch of mana up. And this might make them more hesitant to attack me, because I have 2 mana available, so I could be representing Tribute to Urborg or Artillery Blast. So I'm gonna run this out instead. Looks like they give no dams, but now I'm gonna block in a way. Given that they had the more aggressive creature, I'm gonna just block in a way where I kind of force the combat trick. It's gonna blow me out because they have this trample creature, or they're gonna let their Branch Rider live, either or. But then we can try to get back with the Cavalier, the Vanguard, and the Shadow Prophecies. This could be like a Colossal Might. Oh yeah, Colossal Growth. Yeah, that's devastating. Them's the beats. All right, we're at 7 life. Ooh. I'm at 7 life. No, that's too much of a risk, I think. Do I just run out Sheoldred? It taps them out. And it's really hard to kill. And I can get it back. Yeah, I'm going to run out the Sheoldred here. It's honestly to give me a little bit of a reprieve. That's why I played out the Sheoldred. Basically, the idea is they're going to want to attack me. And then if they pump, they basically will be very unlikely to follow that up with another big play. And then that lets me basically stabilize. And then that lets me, in the late game, to stabilize with the Sheoldred if I absolutely need to. I think there's just such a high chance of things going wrong if I play a 3/2 that turn. Okay, yeah. Yavimaya Steel Crusher, not a big problem. And boom, we get to go Vanguard into Cavalier, which is great. And then next turn, depending on what they do, we can use the Soul Tender to get back the Sheoldred. Doesn't feel great, right? Does not feel great to trade your Sheoldred with a common, but we can get it back. Radha is fantastic. This when this becomes tapped, the target creature gets okay. +4/+4. Jeez. But they don't have any other creatures. Oh, and we drew Banalish Sleeper? Wow. So we get to sack this token? An attack? Then we get to cast Shadow Prophecy end of turn. This is not a very good card in a 2-color deck, let me tell you. I should have just cast this, I think. They discarded Scout the Wilderness. 3 cards in hand. They're at 15. I'm at 7. Lightning strike my face? I don't want to cast a Shadow Prophecy anymore. Oh my gosh. Do they have a Miria's Outrider? They might have a Miria's Outrider. I don't know. I can cast this in response, I guess. That's silly. All right. Well, we are getting absolutely crushed here. That's unfortunate. Like, the fact that our opponent was able to burn us out from 7 is not a good feeling. So, I feel like we're... I mean, a lot of it is just like the fact that the deck isn't particularly great, but I thought we were doing a good job of stabilizing, and our opponent just had all the reach there to close it out. Okay. 1 and 2. 2 lands. A bunch of 3-drops. Gotta keep it. The Shadow Prophecy in our hand will allow us to find more lands, hopefully. And immediately drew land number 3 at least, and we're on the play this time, so... Those are all great things for us. Gonna go turn 3 Cavalier here. If we draw a land, we can just jam the Phalanx too, which is pretty nice. If not, I can either play the Prophecy or Soul Tender. A couple of options. Alright, so no land for us. Alright, let's enlist. Do I go Soul Tender just for more pressure? I think so. They could have an Essence Scatter, but just having another 3-power creature right now seems quite nice. I know this this makes it so I can't play a land this turn, and we mill 2 out of 3 lands, but I think this is still pretty good. They played a Shadow Prophecy. They're going to 15, so we're able to put a decent amount of pressure on their life total. If I draw a Swamp and they play a creature, that's obviously very good too. Shield Wall Sentinel. They're going to get Wingmantle Chaplain, aren't they? Well, at least, you know, I didn't draft the Wingmantle Chaplain deck, but I get to showcase the power of the Wingmantle Chaplain deck. There you go. Nope, they just got another Shield Wall Sentinel. All right. This is kind of interesting. I kind of want to keep hitting my land drops. All right, boom, hit for 5. Yeah, let's play a 4/4. Let's just keep, like I said. If they're going to just try to dirtle around and just play a bunch of Shield Wall Sentinels, like, I need to just keep adding as much power and toughness that I can to the board. So let's do this. And they played a Tolarian Terror. And that is highly unfortunate. Let's attack and enlist. They're probably going to block with Shield Wall Sentinel here. Oh, trade with Tolarian Terror, sure. I'm okay with that. And then now I can just play a Griffin Protector and at least provide a different angle of attack now. And now I can go to the skies. While they still try to desperately stabilize here. Oh, there is the Chaplain. There is the... Oh, and there's the Walking Bulwark. Okay. Gonna play another Protector to pump this and then attack. And I'm happy trading Eerie Soul Tender here. This is a lethal attack, so they have to block. So I'm happy trading Eerie Soul Tender for one of these walls, because that means one less flyer on the following turn. Charismatic Vanguard's also going to be quite nice as a way to just pump my flyers through the Wingmantle Chaplain, but they're at 3 life. Even if they play Wingmantle Chaplain, it's a little bit on the slow side, right? Because they play it, get 3 1/1 flyers, but, you know, I have a couple of Griffin Protectors here that are going to be very, very good. Now my question is, do I want to keep up Extinguish the Light or Charismatic Vanguard to pump this? I think I'm just going to play the Vanguard, because this makes them all bigger than the birds. All right. Yep. At least we beat Wingmantle Chaplain, okay? We got to beat the Wingmantle Chaplain deck because they didn't have any... The important thing is you still need to have like cheap interaction and cheap plays to survive to the point where the Wingmantle Chaplain can take over. And fortunately for us, they didn't. All right, on the play here, 2 lands again. Gonna keep Knowledge Sleeper, Charismatic Vanguard, 2 lands, Citizen's Arrest, Eerie Soul Tender, and Shadow Prophecy. Yeah. We will keep this and hope to draw land number 3. Opponent on a mulligan. I will just run out the Sleeper here turn 2. On the play. That's what's so nice about this card though, right? Just if you have a somewhat aggressive draw on the play, you can just play this out. We did not draw land number 3. I repeat, we did not draw land number 3. And we are extremely sad. And our opponent went Relic of Legends. It's just... And the fact that we can't punish somebody playing... Their first play is turn 3 Relic of Legends is just so disappointing to me. I hate losing to this more than... I mean, obviously you just dislike losing to Mana Screw in general, but man, it's just so disappointing. But if you have 1 of each land and a bunch of 3-drops on the play, and you have a 2-mana play to play, you keep that hand every time. 10 out of 10 times. But sometimes you will lose. About 20, well, not lose necessarily, but 20% of the time you just don't draw the land. Them's the beats. Yep. Still failed to draw land, so now we have to discard. I'm going to discard the Vanguard here just because I don't think we're going to be able to use the mana very much. And so I think my other 3 mana options are better than the Vanguard. I could consider just, I could have considered actually putting the Soul Tender in the graveyard, but this does help me find Sheoldred to put into the graveyard. Yeah, this is disaster. Now they're playing Scout the Wilderness, getting a bunch of tokens. And if we don't draw land here, I am going to be super duper sad, but we did find a land, so I am less sad. Knowledge Sleeper, obviously terrible against Scout the Wilderness, but the thing is, in general, my deck's just going to do a lot worse against these domain decks in the late game, but we have some power as well, so not all is lost. I'll trade this with 2 tokens, I guess. Keep the board kind of clear. Snare Spinner, I have a Griffin Protector. What is a... Okay, hold on one sec. I will play the Griffin Protector. I can probably set up a situation where I can try to get Karn going and get the ultimate going, but obviously I need a flyer here. But I still want to add more to the board here. So I'm going to play Eerie Soul Tender into the Phalanx for 2 mana. This pumps the Griffin Protector. All right, they're down to 2 cards. I don't know what the last 2 cards are, but we've cleared the board now. And we have a Karn that can potentially take over the game, and we have a much better board too. But with all the mana that they have, this is still a pretty scary situation to be. That's pretty good. I think I'm actually going to use the arrest here because I don't want them to be able to dig more. So let's go ahead and try to use Citizen's Arrest on Talus Lookout. See what they have. And then attack. Rona's Vortex. Okay. This is fine. We're going to go end of turn Shadow Prophecy into Karn. Beating down. No, I hate this card. This card's actually really annoying at common. I feel like this should have been an uncommon. It's just like the play. Like I admit this is a very powerful card and it's a very sweet card, but it makes like these. It makes a lot of these grinding games really, really repetitive, and it just you get kind of sick of getting Urborg repossessioned. Wait, what? Well, that's me not playing that card. Holy crap. All right, whatever. That is me not playing with Shadow Prophecy. I just missed out on a Plains and Artillery Blast. I'm a giant donkey. Oh my gosh, that's... Oh. What does this do? It doesn't really do anything, right? I'm just trying to get to the ultimate. Or I can just use this to find cards. I actually want this to trade with the Swarm so that they can't actually attack my Karn. That's my plan. How did I... Like, I even cast this card in a previous game. Like, how do I do that? That's ridiculous. All right, let's play the Cavalier. Make another Power Stone token, I guess. You get an emblem with tap and untap artifact you control. This emblem deals 1 damage to any target. So that should close out the game. I think Karn's gonna win. Okay. Wow, despite literally playing a card to lose 2 life and not get anything in my hand, we still managed to pull it out. And hey, we got 3 wins with this. I'll take it. Let's keep it going, though. All right, on the play here, I will keep this. I got some 2-drops. I can go turn 2 Salvage Mana Worker, and if I draw a Plains, I can kick the Juniper Order Weaver. And if not, I can just run out the Raven Man. What is it, a bounce spell? Oh, no. Timely Interference, sure. Hey, any deck that plays Timely Interference, the Raven Man should be pretty good, but at the same time, they could be representing Essence Scatter and Tribute to Urborg, so I think I'm actually just going to play out Charismatic Vanguard here. Yep. Are they going to pass again? Tolarian Geyser. All right, I'm just going to run out Sheoldred now, I think. Yep. They need to have Extinguish or whatever. They take the damage. And then, obviously, if they have a removal spell here, then we go ahead and go Mana Worker into the Raven Man, and then have the Raven Man try to do some work as well. No, they actually had enough? Oh, the Timely Interference. Wow. That's absurd. All right. Good beats. Not too much we can do there. We're going to try the Raven Man, and if they have just the best spells deck ever and just kill all my creatures, so be it, right? Cruelty of Gix? Jesus. Well, I get a token, I guess. All right, well, I mean, I got some value here with the Raven Man, but Cruelty of Gix here is going to be... They can get back my Sheoldred? Oh my gosh. That is disgusting. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, honestly, they could have just done that. If they just went Cruelty of Gix, returned my Sheoldred, that would have been bad. Now they can just get like a removal spell for Raven Man and still get back my Sheoldred, so still not in a good spot here by any means. Now, we do have some removal spells that we have in our deck that can get the Sheoldred off the battlefield. We have double Citizen's Arrest, Extinguish the Light, so handful of outs. Talus Lookout. Okay. Okay. This is brutal. Absolutely brutal. There's just not much we can do. I think we just keep eating away at their cards. It's like 4 mana, discard a card and get a bird just seems better than most anything else I can do. And now I'm going to lose to my own Sheoldred. Why am I hitting myself? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, they're kind of incentivized to just run everything out. So I think they're going to play this and whatever else is in their hand. The nice thing, though, is actually the Raven Man is pretty good even against the Vohar. What the heck do I do? I'm going to play Soul Tender. I'm going to play this. And pass. Yeah. Vohar plus Sheoldred is a nice little combo. They're probably going to get a removal spell from the graveyard to kill the Raven Man. I really need to find a Citizen's Arrest in the next 2 draws. Otherwise, I'm in a ton of trouble. So they play the land. Okay. They're going to have to use the Vohar here. Timely Interference. That is... Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, but then, like, I can kill the Sheoldred. Oh, sure. Yeah, that works. That works. This creature must be... Wait, what does this say? Where did it go? All right, so this... And... Why can't... Oh, these can't block. Interesting. That's a 5/5, so 2, 3, 4. So I need to... Man, I gotta lose everything here. I mean, whatever. It's a 3-for-1, but I get the War Leech off the battlefield. I want to clear the board so I can get back Banalish Sleeper. Sheoldred is giving me the beatdown of my life, though. I think I should probably chump with the Mana Worker at this point. I don't think the extra color is doing me any good. And I want to keep my life total somewhat high. I'm going to get back the Banalish Sleeper, just in case, so that I can find like Tribute to Urborg to kill the Talus Lookout and then use that. So let's block here. I mean, I can get back the Raven Man. I just think it's far too slow. So I think... I mean, depends on also depends on what they play. They're splashing Balmor. That seems kind of weak. But they have a good deck. I mean, double... Wait, they have a Liliana too? Whew. Yeah, they have a nice deck, actually. Yeah. All right. Well, that's what a good spells deck looks like. And that's going to get it done. All right, well, we lost to our own Sheoldred. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Cruelty of Gix. They had a really good spells deck. Our deck was kind of mediocre. And sadly, that means that this is the end of our Dominaria United journey. I still had a lot of fun. This format is very, very deep. And there's a lot you can do. There's a lot of different archetypes that are all powerful in their own way. There's plenty of things to do with your mana. So that's what makes this deck fun, just because it felt like it's replayable in a lot of instances. Even if you have like Tattered Apparitions and Branch Riders, you just always have something to do with your mana in this format. And that's what makes this format feel really, really fun. Now, we lost because our opponent killed us with our own Sheoldred. Our opponent burned us down from 7. And then... I don't remember what the last way that we died was, but all in all, I thought this deck was fine, but certainly didn't necessarily deserve a trophy. The Sheoldred was there to try to bail us out, and then Karn actually did its thing for one of the games, so that was pretty cool. So all in all, I thought this deck was okay, but certainly not as powerful as some of the other things that you could be doing in this format, but maybe one more year comes around and we get to do this one more time. But tomorrow, it'll probably be us going back to Bloomburrow Draft or whatever else is available on Arena, because right now we are in the Duskmorn waiting lobby, if you will, and trying to figure out the best way to have fun drafting while we still wait for that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, the best way to do so is through my Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Additionally, this video is brought to you by tcgplayer.com. Check out tcgplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to make any purchases, make sure you go to that affiliate link in the description below. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for all your TCG products and accessories needs. If you want deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, they have a ton of great stuff that you can check out by going to heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. Thanks so much for watching. Sheoldred didn't get us there. Maybe next time. But I'll see you tomorrow.